Minneapolis. It's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports. Minnesota Vikings taking on the Cleveland Browns.
As this crowd rolled into U.S. Bank Stadium, they were bundled up, jackets and scarves, downright cold outside on this November evening, but all good here inside as we welcome you to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night between the Cleveland Browns and the Minnesota Vikings. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Taken from about the 12. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 130 in the yardage department, and a touchdown, too.
Has 9 rushing touchdowns on the season, so a lot of credit has to go to the rest of the offense because, you know, those big guys up front are doing work. But now the goal is to get to 10. And don't for a second think that the defense doesn't know that. They'd like to do their best to keep him out of the end zone in this one.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's going to frustrate the coaching staff a little bit as they dialed up the deep shot. But they weren't on the same page on that play. Heck, I don't think they were in the same book. I think he thought he was going to do something else. Ends up throwing it over the sidelines. Well incomplete.
Out left side here to Bryant. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. And out now come the Vikings. 1-7, their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now, this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So is the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Taken from about the 12. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now Nick Chubb and the Browns get set for their next possession. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Being chased out left. And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Now a first down throw, Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender, because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Watson now to throw. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Watson. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jakeem Grant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Kenewagu now out of his end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll try the middle with Cook. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The Vikings had 1-7 now in the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. Third down, here's a run by Cook. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down. Looking to throw. McLeod. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And the Vikings are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Back to throw. McLeod. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kenewagu. His second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have moved out in front. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. From the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Deshaun Watson leading the Browns offense back out there. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it. And he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with a first down. Faking the give. Now Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good pickup there, a 22.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Watson's throw pulled in by Schwartz. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, 50 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. York now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
2nd and 7. Looking to throw. McLeod. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Back to throw. McLeod lets it fly for Thielen. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. On 1st down, Watson. Quick slant completes into Njoku. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now it's Watson. They shakes him off. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Love his pocket awareness, able to slip out of the sack. But once you take your eyes off the receivers, once your eyes come down and you see the rush, hard to get back downfield and find an open target. Fortunate, that one just wound up as an incomplete pass.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Watson. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Browns will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 72 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. On first down, it's Watson. He's got Njoku over the middle.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Throwing again on second down. Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Watson on first down. There's another catch by the running back, Nick Chubb. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks for...
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And the half will begin with a touchback. And the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing on first down. McLeod. Open man. He's got him. The tight end, Hockenson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Cook up the gut. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. Second down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Back to Nwangu again on 1st down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. Cook following the penalty. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Cook will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Here's Watson. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And some room to roam now. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 62 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Watson's throw taken in by Grant. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Got an open man, it's Schwartz. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here we go on 4th down. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. To throw is Watson. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. On 1st and 10, McLeod. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off play action. McLeod sliding out of the pocket. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. Well, there were about 70,000 that were quickly calling for that flag. It comes out there for pass interference.
And what do you think, partner? A little sarcasm in that cheering from this crowd here tonight. What they're hoping now is to build a little momentum off of it and give them a more genuine reason to cheer down the road.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And quickly, they get to the line. They run it again with Cook. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on third and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Looking to throw. McLeod.
They'll get this underneath to Madison.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 22-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
The tackle there by John Johnson.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And the Vikings are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Off the play fake. McLeod. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen from 8 yards out.
And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Important extra point up and through. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
Taken from about the 12. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So now it's Watson and the Browns.
Down by 7. A minute 47 on the clock. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Now Watson. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here's Watson.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Watson to throw.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Vikings are going to win this football game. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
On 2nd down, Cook. And some room to work. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
119 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 4th down, McLeod. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this Browns defense stands tall. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away.
That's going to be taken in by Felton.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Watson completes to Njoku, and he will get out of bounds here to stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. A 6, maybe 7.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the kick.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings have just about sewn. This football game. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw something. One open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because